this is our thank you years. We're saying thank you to people who have stayed with us for so many years, and Steve Rapson is one of those people. So without very much more from me, I'm just going to say, Steve Rapson, our feature for tonight at Rosendale Open Mic. Amir and I love dearly. Thank you. And your feature cup is already there, and the water should be tepid. I learned that in the book somewhere.
There once was a man who said, yes, I can. He always said yes to anybody's plan. We need someone tall, he said, that is me. When they call for small, he was oh so tiny. And so it went until one day they said, oh, how we need someone to play dead. Oh, deep in his heart, he knew he could do it, but he was afraid he might not live through it. And so he said no, and to his surprise, a great big blue genie then materialized. With a magical voice that sounded like the wind, the genie swirled around his head and said these words to him. The bars on your cage, they now have been broken by the magic word that you have just spoken. Here are your wings, now go fly away, and always remember what you learned today. Oh, happy is the man, living more, doing less, ever since he learned how not to say yes. And if you want to be as happy as he, try saying no occasionally. It's the song I'm most known for, so I always have to play it. Once I ate a little bit of crow, and a little wino. Once I ate a little bit of crow, it all went down with a little wino. Once I ate a little bit of crow. Once I ate some words I said all in my bread. Once I ate some words I said, they all went down with Johnny Walker Red. All went down with Johnny Walker Red. It's a little bit of crow, a little wino, words in the bread, and a little bit of red. A little bit of crow, a little wino, words in the bread, and a little bit of red. Once I ate a little bit of crow. Once I drank from the river of fire, I sank real low, not getting any higher. Once I was drinking from the river of fire, and I sing it real low, not getting any higher. Singing real low, not getting any higher. It's a little bit of crow, a little wino, down to the river in the fire I go. A little bit of crow, a little wino, down to the river in the fire I go. Whoa, whoa. Each time I have one last glass, I must ask before I go. Whoa, whoa. May I please have a doggy bag to take home my little bit of crow? Yeah, once I ate a little bit of crow. Well, you want to get to heaven, I'll tell you what to do. Don't you cook up what's bad for you. Might have been a lot of things that you wish you didn't do, but learn how to cook and there's a heaven for you. Yeah, learn how to cook, you can get to heaven too. It's a little bit of crow, a little wino, down to the river in the fire I go. A little bit of crow, a little wino, down to the river in the fire I go. Once I ate a little bit of crow. I don't think I will have my fill of a little bit of crow. Like all songwriters, I think the song I wrote last night or last week is the best one, and this is my latest song, Ball of Water and Stone. Somewhere out in space, there's a record with sounds of us and our world. 40 years ago, well, we launched it. If anybody's out there, let us know. And we say, here we are on this ball of water and stone. Someday we may know we are not alone. We're not alone on this ball of water and stone. 10 billion miles is not a long way in a galaxy empty and cold. Well, did we go the right or the wrong way? Well, really nobody knows. Here we are on this ball of water and stone. Someday we may know we are not alone. We're not alone on this ball of water and stone. We're not alone. A lot of these songs are going to be on my new CD, Seeking Soul. And I called it that because I tend to write songs that either are, yes, there's God, and no, there's no God, and in the middle is, I don't know. And so I figured I'd put them all on the same CD and annoy everybody. Quite often, Rosemary, Mrs. Rapson, will be walking around the house, and this is the song she will be humming, so I thought I'd better play it. Hey, hey you. Well, there's nothing to worry about. Everything dies in time. Oh, like blowing a candle out. It's kind of a peace of mind. Oh, and even the stars go out. They go out. Even the sun, it will fade. The moon is flying away. But there's nothing to worry about, 'cause even the stars go out. Oh, even the stars go out. Oh, is there a place that we go, a home for all our little souls? Oh, some people say they know, maybe just that they hope, oh, that the fire will never go out, never go out. 'Cause even the sun, it will fade. The moon is flying away. But there's nothing to worry about, 'cause even the stars go out. Oh, even even the stars go out. And so on we go to where we don't know. As even the sun will fade, the moon is flying away, but there's nothing to worry about, 'cause even the stars go out. Even the stars go out. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you guys listening to my songs. It's we don't get this very often. I wrote this song in about 5 minutes, and yeah, I like it. Once was a man from Galilee, they said he walked upon the sea. On the sea, on the sea, oh, the man from Galilee. Well, he made the wine and he made the bread, some folks said he raised the dead. Wine the bread, oh, the man who raised the dead. Yeah, the man who raised the dead. Well, in Jerusalem he died, on the cross he was crucified. Oh, he died, yeah, he died, on that cross was crucified. But death could not hold on to him, in 3 days he rose again. Rose again, death could not hold on to him. Yeah, death could not hold on to him. He came to save the souls of men, someday he'll come back again. Souls of men, oh, he's coming back again. Yeah, he's coming back again. Once was a man from Galilee, said he walked upon the sea. But he came for you and he came for me, oh, the man from Galilee. The man from Galilee. So if you write about the yin, you got to write about the yang, right? I played that song for a woman. I was doing a craft show up in New Hampshire, and I, as you know, I have mostly solo guitar CDs with no singing. And so this woman was looking at my CDs, and I said, "Do you like guitar music?" She says, "Not really." Yeah, it's tough out there, ladies and gentlemen. So I said, "Well, I'm a songwriter. You want to hear my new song?" And she says, "Well, all right." This is all verbatim how it happened. And so I sang the song that I'm about to sing for you now. Song of Abaddon. Abaddon is an ancient Hebrew word for Satan. And after I played Song of Abaddon, she said, "What are you writing about the devil for?" And I go, you know, I'm a writer, just looking at things from the devil's point of view. And she says, "The devil ain't got a point of view. Why don't you write about Jesus?" And I thought, ooh, an assignment. And so, really, all writers love assignments. And so I wrote A Man from Galilee, but before that was the Song of Abaddon. My name, it doesn't matter, though many I am called. Beelzebub, Lucifer, Satan, Abaddon. For ages I've grown fatter since out of hell I crawled into hearts of feckless men, their souls to prey upon. I am not in front of you and I am not behind, not above, not below, I live in your mind. Well, I'm the master of temptation, I reveal your desire. Money, power, fame, or lust, so much for you to choose. I was there at the creation, I'll be at the lake of fire, where you find you've gained the world, but heaven, what you lose. Oh, I am not in front of you and I am not behind, I'm not above and I'm not below, I live in your mind. Yeah. Oh, my name, it doesn't matter, though many I am called, Beelzebub, Lucifer, Satan. Call me Abaddon, call me Abaddon, call me Abaddon. We're almost done with the religious stuff, but not quite. This isn't religious, this is seeking soul, seeking soul. I wonder if Jesus can make me a better man, one that is worthy of an unconditional kind of love, one worthy of your love. Peter said to Jesus, Lord, you know everything, and so you know in my heart that I love you. You know I love you. If Jesus knows everything, then my true heart he sees, he sees. If there's any hope for me, oh, I must have faith and I must believe. Someone told me if I prayed, said the same words every day, open up my heart to him, Jesus would wash away my sin, would wash away my sin. So I pray hard as I can, and I hope to be a better man, one that is worthy of an unconditional kind of love. One worthy of your love. This is the other song that Mrs. Rapson wanders the house humming. So this is my clue that it's a decent song. If there's a storm outside your door, if there's a pain you can't endure, if there is nothing of which you're sure, then I am yours. If you are lost, if you are old, if you are tossed out in the the cold. If your last hope has been sold, then I am yours. Oh, I am yours, you are mine, as it's been through all time. I am yours, you are mine. And should you doubt that I am there, if you cry out in your despair what it's all about, that's your first prayer, and you are mine. Oh, I am yours, you are mine, as it's been through all time. I am yours, and you are mine. I am yours. I always say don't write topical songs because they're out of date shortly after you've finished writing them. This is my only topical song. Man, it's tough remembering the first lines. It's amazing. Did Ozymandias wonder as he fell, how far will I fall? Am I on my way to hell? Adam in the garden, the Tower of Babel, Sodom and Gomorrah, lost with all the rebel. Oh, who pities the mighty who have fallen? They all want a soft landing, soft landing, a soft landing when they fall. Blagojevich and Swaggart, Bernie Madoff and Jim Baker, tyrants and their lackeys all must meet their maker. Do they pray, do they bargain, offer explanation for their demise, which was of their own creation? Oh, who pities the mighty who have fallen? They all want a soft landing, soft landing, a soft landing when they fall. Oh, when they fall. That's what I want if I should fall into despair. If I've lost it all, I want a soft landing, yeah, a soft landing. Give me a soft landing if I fall, oh, when I fall. Oh, I forgot Genevieve, didn't I? Sorry. Yeah. You know, I do it all the time, as Mrs. Rapson has pointed out more than once. You're always skipping songs on your list. You're confusing the people. Frank, I put this in there for you. That's why I put it in, because Frank says it's a great song. Thank you for the reminder, Patricia. I do that. And I see wind is blowing through the open window. She says I'm too hot, throwing off her covers, stands before me naked in the shadows where it seems like she is wearing armor I will never break. Oh, Genevieve, I only take what you give. She walks across the room and leans out on the windowsill, her body glowing in the moonlight. Anyone who looks up might think she is showing everything, not knowing how little they see of Genevieve. My Genevieve, like a fruit, life is sweet underneath the skin. An open heart needs no key. Genevieve, come in. Now I'm cold, she says, and reaching up closes the window, then comes back to bed, her body shaking like she has a chill. So I hold her close until she turns around and asks, are you awake? Oh, Genevieve, I only take what you give. Genevieve above me smiles, is like a hand in glove, we fit together, but I feel a tear fall on my lips, and so I give it back to her. Salty kiss that says, I'm listening to you, my Genevieve. Oh, Genevieve, like a fruit, life is sweet underneath the skin. An open heart needs no key. Genevieve, come in. And I see wind is blowing, and I'm listening to you, my Genevieve. Thank you. Okay, the last song of the night, The Disaster of All Time. I was invited to a songwriting workshop where the subject that we were to write about was disaster songs. And people were writing about mining disasters and sinking ships and fires and death and destruction. I couldn't do it, so I wrote this one. It's really a serious disaster, though, if you pay attention. Meteors and comets, global warming and tornadoes, tidal waves and hurricanes, earthquakes and volcanoes. The earth and all that's on it is often subject to natural disasters that endanger me and you. But the final one's a doozy and makes all others seem like a nice day at the beach. You'll soon see what I mean. In a billion years or so, the sun will inflate just a little, but enough for oceans to evaporate. This is all because at the center of the sun, hydrogen through fusion is turned into helium. Now helium burns hotter, and since the sun was born, it keeps on making more of it, and so keeps getting warm. The evaporated oceans rise up to the stratosphere, where UV rays break it apart, and poof, no more atmosphere. Oh dear. It's a biblical disaster, I'm sure you will agree. The earth's a sunburned rock with no more place for you and me. That would be the chorus. But if we're still around and feel the heat, we might say, damn it, let's build a spaceship ark and fly off to another planet. But there's another possibility that I must mention. and that's the second coming and our impending redemption. For do you think the Lord would make us wait 1 billion years to go to our reward while all dried up and seared? So I'm sure we'll get to heaven before the sun heats up, unless of course you're one of those who didn't make the cut. For you it's an inferno in Hades or on earth, but take heart, you'll witness the disaster of all time right here on earth. Oh yeah, it's the disaster of all time right here on earth. Thank you. Thank you for listening. For those of you who do this, you know this is hard. This is hard. I know that Neil asked for stuff from my repertoire, none of which I did tonight except for a little bit of Crow, so this is for Neil. This is my song OCD, and if you are afflicted with OCD, I'm first off, I'm sorry because I know it's a serious issue, but also I have the doctor's seal of approval for performing this song. And I don't know, those of you who know Howie Rashbar, Dr. Rashbar, he is a pediatrician and a very lovely man, and a good singer-songwriter too. And so I played OCD at an event that he was attending, and he took me aside and said, you know, Steve, people afflicted with OCD, they're really wrapped up tight, and it's really a serious problem for them, nothing to be joking about. And I'm going, oh my God, what have I done? And so the next day, I get an email from Howie and says, you know, I've been thinking about your song, and you know, it does have an uplifting spirit to it, and also there's that TV show called Monk, where the detective has OCD, and everyone seems to be fine with that, so you're okay with your song OCD. So. Doctor's seal of approval, ladies and gentlemen, so. I hope I can remember this song. Here we are, my friend, taking refuge in the car again. 50 million volts is really not a joke. So till lightning's gone, here we're safe from harm. OCD got a hold on me. OCD, it's high anxiety. Woe is me. I wish I were free of OCD. Ooh. On the button, on the door, on the handle, on the floor, microorganisms always lurk. When I leave the house, a mask and gloves are de rigueur. It is just another phobic quirk of OCD. There's something wrong with me. OCD. I need some therapy. Woe is me. OCD has got a hold on me. Oh, did I leave the oven on? Oh my God, I'm such a wreck. I should turn around, go back and check. There are many, many lines on which I must not step. Close attention I must pay. I haven't touched one yet. Yeah, yeah. On the button, on the door, on the handle, on the floor, microorganisms always lurk. Many, many lines on which I must not step. Close attention I must pay. I haven't touched one yet. Oh, OCD. Someday I will be free. Whoa, OCD. Well, I won't be a slave. For days I might not bathe. No more OCD. I'll leave doors unlocked, and when I take a walk, I'll step on every line or not. Yeah, yeah. I will throw my stash of odd socks in the trash, or maybe I'll wear socks that do not match. Yeah. Then of OCD I will be free at last. Free at last. Thank you, everybody.